I feel that all of me is missing you. I feel a little tear breaking away. Oh, gee, baby, ain't I good to you? Won't you come away with me? That hideaway. I'm feeling sad, and here's that rainy day. Oh, I think I'll drown in my own tears, 'cause there will never be another you. I'll take 5 from you, and I'll take the 8 train away from you. I'm through with love, I'm through being in this chain of fools. But when comes Sunday, then I'll remember my setting doll. Oh baby, I love you. So what's new? I'm feeling blue. Oh, just enough to death of monocule when I'll hit the road, Jack. And I'll take it back to my melancholic blues. Parting is such a sweet sorrow. I shall play my blues till it be tomorrow.
And welcome back to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone. And like I said, I'm your host, Sam Cerrone. All right, moving on to the NBA. We figured that the NBA offseason would be pretty quiet, considering that the NFL training camps are starting. Baseball is right in the playoff race right now. Again, we didn't think we'd hear a lot from the NBA, but over the weekend, the Phoenix Suns traded forward Luis Scola to the Indiana Pacers for forward Gerald Green, center Miles Plumlee, and a lottery-protected first-round pick. Scola, the 6'9" forward from Argentina, played his first 5 years with the Houston Rockets before coming to Phoenix a year ago when the Suns submitted the winning bid under the league's amnesty rule. He appeared in all 82 games for the Suns, averaging 12.8 points and 6.5 rebounds per game. It was the 5th time in his career that he's played all 82 games. This is huge for the NBA. And if you're an Indiana Pacers fan, you have to be so happy right now. Considering the fact that, hey, you're weak at point guard. If you're a Pacers fan, if they can find a point guard, look at what you have now in the middle. Up top, anyway. You have center Roy Hibbert, who could be a 20 and 10 guy, and will cause the Miami Heat problems because they don't really have a big. I mean, look, they might get Greg Oden. We'll see what happens with that. And they recently re-signed David West, who is the leader on that team, the veteran, the guy that everyone expects, hey, you know, when it comes down to it, he's going to be that grinded out guy. He's going to be very physical with that front line, and it has caused a lot of problems for Chris Bosh. You had a forward like Luis Scola? Yeah. First of all, you know he'll stay healthy. 5th time in his career that he's played all 82 games. And you had a guy who can score. He's huge. Again, 6'9" for a forward, kind of small in the NBA. But when you realize, yeah, this guy's really good. For his career, averages 14.5 points, 50% from the field, and 7.5 rebounds. Yeah, this guy can contribute. He could be a double-double guy when he wants to be. If you give him enough touches, yeah. He'll get his rebounds. He is physical when it comes to the rebounds. So it'll be interesting. I mean, look. I have Indiana right there. Right on the cusp of getting to the NBA Finals. Can they get through the Heat? That's going to be the biggest question. If they can get through the Heat, yeah, they'll be fine. But it's going to be a really long season. What are they going to do with Danny Granger? Who knows? Houston Rockets. Very interesting. Adding free agent Marcus Camby agreeing to a 1-year deal with the Rockets. Now with his addition, the Rockets have 3 centers now, along with Dwight Howard and Omer Asik. Camby became a free agent earlier this month when the Raptors bought out his contract. Camby's deal with the Rockets will be for the minimum of $1.4 million. And so we'll see what happens with that. The 39-year-old center appeared in just 24 games last season for the Knicks, averaging less than 2 points per game. I think this is a good pickup for the most part. Look, Dwight Howard's a young player in comparison to Marcus Camby. Marcus Camby's almost played 1,000 games in the NBA. I feel like he could be a contributing factor. He could help mentor Asik and Dwight Howard. And again, Camby's more of a defensive player. If Asik can be more of a defensive force, and I mean, we already know what Dwight can do defensively. This is a team that could be really, really good. But hey, maybe the Rockets might be looking to trade Asik. And that's fine. But we'll see what happens. I mean, again, this is very, very interesting for the Rockets. I mean, they're signing a guy who, for his career, averaged under 10 points per game, under 10 rebounds, but 2.5 blocks per game. He's an okay player. He's a guy that, you know, if injuries come, he can play. But I think he's more of a mentor, in more of a mentoring role now at this stage of his career. So we'll see what happens. I mean, this is a good pickup for the Rockets overall. Now, late last week while I was on vacation, I just read about this. A John Wall deal is in the works with the Washington Wizards, as it's expected to be a 5-year, $80 million contract. Wall is in Las Vegas as of last week as part of the USA's basketball minicamp featuring 28 players vying for spots on the 2014 squad as they will participate in the FIBA World Cup in Spain, as well as the 2016 Olympics in Brazil. Wall is able to sign an extension until October 31st, where he'd become a restricted free agent without a deal by that deadline on July 1st, 2014. Wall averaged 18.5 points per game, 7.5 assists, and 4 rebounds after his January return, while shooting a career-best 44% from the field. Now, the Washington Wizards have had a lot of struggles especially since the days of Gilbert Arenas and how he dropped off dramatically. John Wall's been the guy. Now, with fellow young guard Bradley Beal, they have a couple picks. It's an interesting look for next season. Can they make the playoffs? Absolutely. As an 8 seed. But in order for them to be really good, John Wall has to be the guy. He has to be the guy that scores 23, 24 points a game. Dishes out 8, 9 assists. Couple rebounds. If he isn't that guy, you shouldn't give him that 5-year, $80 million contract because he's going to tie you up for years. And the 2014 draft, it's going to be good. It's going to be absolutely loaded with talent. Front line by Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker. Two of the biggest guys, biggest names out there. This could be the draft, again, many have said, since 2003. We'll see what happens from there. I mean, don't get me wrong. Wall's a decent player. Is he a franchise guy? He hasn't shown us yet. He's had flashes of it. But he hasn't shown us that he can consistently be the guy. A lot of it has to do with health. Can he stay healthy? But he has a solid roster. Bradley Beal. They added Otto Porter in the draft. We'll see. Let's look at the roster, though. We have some decent players. Again, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter, John Wall. The big men. Are they going to have them? That's going to be huge. I don't know. Will Nene stay healthy? Will Emeka Okafor be the guy? He's getting paid $14 million. He's 30 years old. Trevor Ariza, decent wing player. Yeah. They drafted Glenn Rice Jr. from Georgia Tech. So we'll see. It's a decent roster. Not a great one. All right. Last news before I go. As I mentioned earlier in the show, how would you feel if your agent cost you $2 million? If I got $2 million, and if I had the potential to get it, I would be upset. Terrell Brown of the San Francisco 49ers lost $2 million by failing to show up for the team's off-season program. Technically, it wasn't a workout bonus. Brown's salary hinged on participation in the off-season workouts. By failing to show, his base pay drops from $2.925 million to $925,000. The good news for the Niners is that the team picked up a $2 million in cap space. According to league circles, Brown was not aware of the amount of cash hinging on his participation in the offseason workouts. On one hand, he signed the contract. You would think that if you signed it, you have to read it. On the other hand, his agent may or may not have said anything to him. Either way, that's going to be, wow. Yeah, I mean, the agent has already been fired. And some of the again, sometimes you like reading some of these articles just because you like to see comments. And honestly, you know what? One of them says it right, straightforward. Just cut him for sheer stupidity. Yeah. Yeah. How could you not know? I get it. You have an agent. Maybe he's the guy that informs you everything. But this isn't a rookie. This guy's 28 years old. He should understand at least how he's going to earn his money for this upcoming season. Sometimes it just